Ohio Congressman and Chairman of the House Judiciary Committee, the man who invited Nigel Farage today, Jim Jordan. Sir, appreciate you being here. Fireworks.
You bet. Good to be with you.
Ominous warning, though, from Nigel Farage about, what could happen when you start limiting free speech.
Yeah, I mean, Carl, remember in the Biden administration a couple years ago that they tried to set up, well, they actually did. They set it up, the Disinformation Governance Board, as if a bunch of bureaucrats can tell you what you can say, what you can tweet, what you can post, what you can read, what's misinformation, disinformation, malinformation, a whole new term, malinformation. So they tried to do that, and a bunch of us, you and a bunch of others, we all raised a big issue about this, and we got that disbanded, thank goodness. Yeah. Well, now Europe has done, in essence, the same thing. They've done it legislatively through the Digital Services Act in the European Union, and in the UK, the Online Safety Act. And God bless Nigel, he's saying this went way too far. We all want to protect kids, but what this is what censorship always boils down to. It's government censoring their critics. You criticize the government, they're going to call it disinformation, hate speech, misinformation, and they're going to come after you with either civil penalties on tech companies who don't comply with the rules, or worse yet, criminal penalties for people who say things that the government thinks are offensive. And that's where we're at in Europe, and we don't want that coming here.
Oh, no. And well, thankfully, as I said, we have guns, so that is unlikely to come here, especially with people like you at the helm. All right, listen to Nigel, though. I mean, he was talking about the downfall of free speech and how it got there in UK today. Roll it.
We forgot about common law, the kind of law that you guys have always enjoyed too. We sort of gradually transferred to a European way of thinking. We incorporated a Human Rights Act, which kind of meant really that, as opposed to being born free, under a human rights regime, the state gives you your rights, for which you're supposed to be incredibly grateful, but they can take them away whenever they like. So we lost our bearings. The UK lost its way. It became obsessed about doing things the European way, countries, frankly, that don't have that history of liberty, freedom, and democracy that we do.
Congressman, what I don't understand is how people don't see this coming.
Yeah, I don't know, but it is scary. And I think it's actually maybe an understatement when you talk about the UK losing their way. In 2023, 12,183 individuals were arrested for offensive posts. Things they said, for goodness. There's no direct saying that these cause some kind of violence or incitement to violence or, that kind of thing. Just offensive posts. They were arrested. And of course, we have just in the last couple days, the comedian who is Irish, when he was in the United States, posted something that some people found offensive, and he flies to UK, lands at Heathrow, and he gets arrested. So an Irishman for posting something in America gets arrested in England or in the UK for something that some people found offensive, and he's a comedian, for goodness sake. That's how ridiculous it gets. And here's the scary part. It can apply to Americans. We already had the letter from the guy in the EU who sent Elon Musk a letter last August and said to Elon Musk, hey, we know you're going to be talking to the president in an interview. This is during the election, in an interview coming up on the platform X, your platform. So they write to an American about an American company, about an American election, and they say the reason we're writing is about events because there's comments about events that took place in the UK, which is a non-European Union country. So this is Europe trying to police everyone. It already has impacted Americans and American companies like X.
Yeah. Pound sand comes to mind when I think about that. I'm just never going to go to Great Britain ever. They'll throw me in jail as soon as I get off the plane. Congressman Jim Jordan, I appreciate you bringing all this to light today.
Thanks for all your good work, Carl. Take care.
Appreciate it.
He loves the Constitution. He fights for what's right. He hates the bad guys. He's a freedom warrior. He's your freedom warrior. Watch Carl Higbie every weekday on Newsmax.